Hello and welcome. Just checking that I'm recording. Yeah, absolutely spot on. Right, I've been busy. I was literally for about 5 minutes last session just doing this. So yes, we shall have a look how well we did. Obviously, yeah, this is on the hour. We're going to go from here to wherever it needs to go. 357 tons of water. We were pretty much empty. So yeah, you just keep overloading and then like. Obviously you can see it says stop filling, which means it is filling, so you just like yo-yo. It's quite good fun, quite therapeutic. But yeah, I'll do it one more time because I think we've probably got enough really to get done what we need to do. Ooh, okay, well we should let you fill again. Smash in. So then, yes, it is February and I think we were pretty much ready to go, but we do need to be time up for the hour so that will take it to wherever it needs to go. Ooh. Oh, that is a point. I'm just going to be right back. Right, apologies for that. Yes, I was, yeah, I've just swapped my computers back out because it makes more sense. I was hammering the gaming laptop. It was doing everything and it didn't seem fair. I literally made the desktop so that it would take pressure off that, so it didn't have, and also because Balconies was the one that really originally found the laptop wanting, but obviously it's been adjusted now and the laptop can cope with everything, but I use it sort of as the studio computer, so it's got a very important job to do. Why am I telling you this? I don't know. I thought you might be interested now. Sometimes it's nice to let people know the other side of the content creation. I was actually going to do I'm seriously considering doing a behind the scenes where I stick the webcam on and actually sort of do a little bit of behind the scenes work just to sort of show you what's behind the curtains, so to speak, of what it actually entails to make an episode. But obviously cut down because it would be a tad boring. Well, I personally love it. I love the editing an awful lot. I do. But I also I've always tried to do what I call dynamic sessions, where I tend to try to make this interesting from a grassroots level. I always have aimed to do that. Doesn't always work. I always like to be live because I think the human spirit and us as humans, we are better live. Even though I know a lot of content creators do it differently, I still think we are better off to do things live, where things are natural. We are in our best. Of course, we are also our worst. Things go wrong as well, but then that's natural. So yeah. Right, so then, I believe, let's have a look at the animals. I think we did, but I'm just going to check on camera just so as we can see. Yeah, absolutely amazing. Yeah, so full with those, pretty much. I think we've got space for 4 cows. That's how are we now? 20, 30 months old and 2 months old. So little tiny calves, basically. Our productions are doing nicely. If we have a quick look, we haven't looked at this for a few sessions, just to see what's green. I always like to do this because it shows you what is, if you've missed anything, basically. That's what I like to see. I'm just starting my timer. I'm trying to get better at this. Well, it doesn't always work because sometimes you do big sessions, but let's have a look. Have I missed anything? No, that'll sell on the hour. Lime, soap. Oh, now that is a point. Didn't we have to go across to the other side? And you would have seen on camera in the last session that I did send a little tractor over to the store, and there it is waiting. So let's go and have a look down there, because I do believe we have got some. Yeah, we need to grab some more of the sodium hydroxide. I was going to say peroxide then, but yeah, that's I believe that's a hair product. Well, it's the main constituent ingredient, I think, of the hair product. So then, let's have a look. We need to be looking at soap and, ooh, yes, I was right. If we went through till the morning, we would not be doing any of that. Also, I do believe, though, why have we come down this way? We need to be bringing the canola down to our oil factory. So we'll send this back, and then we're going to pop back up the top. I think if we buy 8 again, I know we can buy it in the import, but I am trying a little bit to be sort of like, not do everything in the production menu, because I know a lot of content creators insist on doing things old school, whereas I'm trying to get new school, but also to have a little bit of a focus on not going too new school, that you never do anything in the shop or anything like that. It's all menus, right? Ooh. Ah. Yes. Right, let's try that again, shall we? So that's one at the top of the farm. Let's try that again. I'm counted. That should be 10. So let's grab this and let's put that in a good position so that it's not too far away. Then we're going to send this back to where it should be, and then we are going to go grab the canola, which I believe we actually... Sunflowers. The canola is still sitting in the fields, Mr. Smith. This is true. This is true. It has not escaped my notice. But I wanted to come up here because this also did not escape my notice. I knew we were going to run out if we didn't do this. So I have got my eye on the ball a little bit. I do try to, and that's why I don't like to do too many productions, truthfully, because it can get a little bit complicated. Yeah, Neverland was one where there were a couple of times I took my eye off the ball because it was well complicated. I don't know that I've got the other one. No, I haven't. Oh, wow. Now then, if we use the barrels to push the barrels, will that work? We can sort of stack too high, and we really are going to need to be doing 10. It's a bit of an art form, this. Well, I'm not sure that I've actually mastered yet. Well, there's a bit of luck as well. It's you can't just say, yeah, no, that was not too bad. They actually went into a bit of a pattern. So if I get those roughly above, I'm going to miss the one on the right, I think. Yeah, I thought so. I don't think that's going to work somehow. Nope. Oh, all my life, it's alive. I don't think we want to go. No, we'll fix that one next time, because to put these on here, I do love that little butterfly. I do. I should really make sure you're on. Always find this. This is where having the virtual headset will come in handy. Yeah, I'm going to do a recording. I'm going to move to the gaming laptop. I'm hoping to get one where I actually record from the Oculus, so I'm going to have to do it with a few minute timer so I don't fill the headset's recording, because there's a limitation on the file size, and then it basically corrupts the recording. So but I would like to try to do it on the Oculus. I thought that would get that. Yeah, no, actually do it that way, because I've tried it the other way. I actually mastered. After much trying, I did manage to record it with my old piece of recording software, but you lose. Yeah, I mean, for you, the viewer, to view the way that I was doing it on OBS, means you're not really seeing. I don't think you can, though, think about it, because it's like if you go to the cinema and you watch a 3D film and you're not wearing 3D glasses, to be honest, you're not going to see 3D. And I think it's pretty much the same as that with a headset. You really do need an Oculus for me to, for it to be like VR. So, and until they become a little bit more, did I get it? Oh, you did for once. You actually managed to pull it off. Yeah, no, that was a good. Wow, actually, that's quite heavy. I'd forgotten. Yeah, the weight on that. You're gonna have to keep your boom like hovering. I've done this quite a few times. And they're brilliant. Oh, it's gonna fall off. It is. I know it is. It is. Right, I could strap that. Oh, I'm not gonna. No, we can have another go. And then if I do this right, I should not know. You've really gotta. I mean, you can see the angle on that. It's actually past the barrel, but you do get it. It's quite phenomenal, really. I know the butterflies are nothing new, but I've got to be honest, they are. I do love the way that JMGaming has actually managed to do these, and we will do this. There's too many to singly strapped. So there's one thing I love about the TPS. It is quite amazing, it really is. Oh wow, that is exactly 2.5 tons. Right, so we'll get this to the gates, and then we shall send that back across, and then we're going to pop up the top. I'll probably go into a bit of a time lapse, as we have done frequently, because yeah, I don't like the episodes just to be like, I'm here, then I'm there. Well, obviously I can't reset, because otherwise I would lose my sunflowers, and I think it was 15 tons from the bigger field and about 12 tons from the other field. Obviously they were from the worst fields that we've got, so they were not very fertile. But nevertheless, 27 odd tons of that, and then we've got a canola to come as well. So let's have a look. Send this across. So set destination, and it does work quite well actually. I didn't think this would actually work, but it does. It's quite happy. Right, so then we are going to pop up to the top, which I believe no, that's all right. Yeah, that is exactly the one. 38 tons. So actually it was more than I thought. That cat doesn't add. 15 and 12 is definitely not 38. So no, we've definitely done better than I thought, which is fantastic. Right, so then I am immediately going to go to a small time lapse where we dart across the map to the oil place, which is pretty much where the other tractor's going as well. Oh, it's a little bit steep, that. Anyway, we shall have a chat in a few minutes. So all that remains to be said is, I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I believe we need to stick the sunflowers on now. Oh no, storing is good, but we need to switch it on over here. I believe, what does this do? 4,800. So that's quite a few months worth of cash it is. Now if we upgraded that, I think what we're going to have to do is we may have to, for once, extrapolate prices based upon what tonnage we've got done by, well, whether it's March or April. We are obviously gone soon, very soon now, so we will extrapolate for once. We'll look at how much 1 ton is, and I'll get a calculator out. Ooh, it's a bit of a struggle for her, actually. It's no wonder it took a while to get here. Now then we should, now we also want to unstrap and gently go over this crate. But we should see an awful lot of this disappear. A little tiny bit left, and it is a little tiny bit, I would imagine. In fact, we can test that. Yeah, oh wow. Yeah, so pretty much took the entire set apart from 165 litres. So fantastic. Right then, so now what do we do? What do we need? Do we need this up at the top? That's a point. can we, not run this man over of course, can we send this from down here right up to the top of the map? Will the pathfinding work? I doubt it, but it's not going to hurt if we try it. If not, we could sort of take it to the back of the old farm. Well, there's not a farm there now. It is one thing I always did want to... obviously, if you do I'm a start from scratcher. Basically, that's my biggest start, and that's what I love doing, the challenge of a start from scratch, because it is very challenging. It truthfully is. Now then, so if we go to, I think it's not going to like it. I think we need to do it. It seemed to like it on that road. Yeah, I don't think it can get across the map. Let's do it on the road itself. I don't think there's a crossing point. Yeah, I'm right. There's no way for that to go from there to there. So let's just try something. Yeah, let's go back behind the farm and see if when we go down that crisscross of roads, whether we could have gone. I don't know my way though. Yeah, I know that the road leads from the back of the old farm up that path. We could have backtracked. In fact, yeah, we could. No, but that's the whole point. I want to see if you can sort of do it from over here. Can you cut across? Will the pathfinding work from here to there? It'll work. We've seen it work on the sides of the map. Yes. Yeah. I will finish my conversation. Yeah, the one thing I've always wanted to know is why, oh why, is it that you have to destroy the original farm? Why can't it sit there waiting for you to buy it as a start from scratcher, and then you can move into the farm? Now, it has been done, I've got to be honest. Thornton, Oxygen David, that was taken over by Stevie. Now, that does that. Now, I like that. I think that's the proper way. I've got to be honest, I do. I think that's a much better way than the way that it's done by most map makers. Now, don't get me wrong, now can it go onto that? Aha, you see. Right, okay, let's go back up to the top then. And we will stick that in because there's a lot. Yeah, there is a lot of water. It's not going to hurt. Now then, pull forward a little bit. Now, do we need to do... No, we're really waiting to go... Yeah, go till tomorrow morning. I believe we've done everything. Animals are happy. We've checked all that. Straw, everything. Yeah, you don't get much more fuller than that. It's not really. Slurry, milk's going up again, as it would do. It's 12:30 February, which is about 2/3 away through February, about the 20th of February. So there's a week left in February, basically, you could say, as an approximation. We've seen that the sugarcane is looking remarkably dark. Yeah, those two fields there. These two, I think, are not ready next time. I think they're ready the time after. Yeah, in 2 months. So we are definitely here till at least April. Definitely. Oh, seriously? Ah, well, you could be just bumping into a car in a minute, so let's not worry about that right now. Let's go through till tomorrow morning. We will have checked the sales. This is my way of saying, yes, we did, I remember. Yeah, it's some cracking stuff, actually. And if it was the beginning... it is February, so actually 8 o'clock is not a bad time to do it. And we shall see what stupendous amount, because we have got a lot of products to sell. I mean, digestate, and we've upped the ante on all of these things. We'll check in the morning before we go and do the animals to see how well we are doing on that little lot. Now then, did our worker make it? I would imagine they're still... they are still... Oh, no, they're nearly there. Okay, you got stuck on one of those fantastic bushes, which I always get stuck on those. I've chopped a lot of them down. I enjoyed doing so. Right, so we nearly made it. We'll take this back up to the top, and then we'll get on with our normal jobs. Can we race that grey car at the back? No, he's going to beat me. He's faster. Yeah, it's quite a hillock there, actually, that I'm getting used to it. I do apologise for my... Yeah, I've got to be honest. I cut my teeth... When I was trying to move away from violent games, I cut my teeth on the Need for Speed franchise. So if ever you think I'm a bit of a speed demon... or I do things a little bit different to most content creators. You would be right. There is a bit of a maniac in me at times. I do definitely 100% confirm this is true. Yeah, and Stone Valley definitely confirms that, because we even did the ramps. You've got to let the energy out that sometimes, you have. Yeah, life is, it is for living, even if not in a nasty way where you hurt other people. Yeah, I'm not hurting anybody, so you've got to let the inner child out, it is true. Right now then, we are passing the sugarcane, which I think that looks remarkably ready for harvest to me. So actually, I don't know why, shall we, it says remove foliage, which I believe really means it's ready. So we should leave that there, because it makes sense to leave that there. Now then, sugarcane. It's a shame really, because the sugar... Alexa, stop. Yeah, it is a bit of a shame really, because we'd sort of come a little late. Nah, yeah, if we were staying another year it would be perfect, because that sugar would see us an awful lot through for doing the chocolate, which is of course why we did do the sugarcane. Although I don't need much of an excuse to do sugarcane. I love doing sugarcane. I do, especially, yeah, with the with that particular implement, which I've only ever used once on Neverland on that last time. Ooh, yeah, I've opened it again. Once its tyre goes through that metal, it takes ages to pull out. It's the mods are pulling against each other. It is a bit of a shame. So I've got to try and get better. Oh, actually, that is a point. We should remind those. They should probably disappear once we... oh, or maybe not. Maybe it's... No, that's fantastic. Right, okay, so that's ready to rock and roll. We've got plenty of food for tomorrow morning. We've got that to do. We need to get the animals. Now this really highlights the difference between how it used to be and how it is now. It's just, yeah, that's 14 tons, 7 tons of milk. It's only lost half a ton of straw. Oh no, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. Of course, we did have a bale. That is true. Right, so then, yeah, we do need one full one of these. We'll get the... Is the slurry good enough to... 15 tons, which it means that the manure is pretty much usually the same. Just slightly under, yeah, 12 tons nearly and 15 tons. I think we'll wait till the morning, because that's not going to matter. It's not, yeah, we'll still be able to sell that in a couple of hours. So, yeah, there's a few more sessions. We're not actually, yeah, through all of the work yet. And also, there's always things like, yeah, I mean, is there going to be the straw from the canola as well? It's not that extensive on canola, but there will be some. So, I believe that's not what you're looking for. Although, actually, that is a point. Yeah, that is a post. One of these does have some in. So why don't we... It's got to be the first one. Yeah, that is. I was going to do... I think I was trying to do straw, wasn't I? Which doesn't go in there, which is why we then went for the silo. So I think the first one has got food. Or maybe not. Okay. Perhaps I took it out then. Perhaps I actually did take it out one time. Because, yeah, I'm not the most... Yeah, I do forget quite easily. Yeah, it is amazing. I'm at that stage now where you are realising you are leaving soon and you're sort of inwardly saying goodbye to the Let's Play, really. Yeah, I'm at that stage because you know there's not that much left to go, really. Now then. TMR, fantastic. Yeah, it is true. Yeah, actually, we will, as we are... releasing the food, we will, yeah, because we're not doing the manure, we're not doing the slurry, we will do the milk, that is important, and then we're going to go do the harvest. But before that, I want to show you how we're doing on the productions, how much, because we've got an awful lot of chaff and stuff like that, and we need to see how the BGA's doing, all of those type of things that are really important. So, we'll grab you, because you are a little bit of a nippy... Yes, we could have had 2 of these if we were starting just now. Yeah, that would have been a nice start. I don't think I've ever had 2 JCBs, ever. I've only ever had 1. Yeah, a lot of the time I've had the big JCB. I remember there wasn't the Pioneers map, which was that map where we got the JCB. I can't remember that. We got the 348 horsepower one. That was a really nice start. We got it for a snippet as well. It was amazing. Thoroughly love yeah, the 348 horsepower one. And I believe, yeah, that was actually my lead tractor also. We got that on Western Wilds also. Yeah, we did. And then that's when I said I haven't had it for ages, because that was pretty much it. Yeah, we've not had, I don't think I've had a JCB since. I don't mean I've not had it, I don't think we have, not on a full term Let's Play, should we put it that way. I've got on my short ones, sometimes you do get them, but then you're only there for a little while. So right, I believe we need this, but I think we also need, I don't think we can get the header. Oh, and I do believe that we're leasing that. So I would say these will probably cope for sugarcane. But we will have a look. Let's see, it's not the norm thing. Let's drop that there. And we will give the shop a ring out of sight. We'll have a look before we drag that around. Let's have a quick look. I don't think it takes sugarcane. No, the 70 tonner. I think that's quite okay. You're looking in the wrong screen. Oh, the Phoenix. That's one of those. Yeah, the service frame ones. Yes. Wow, that is. It's the same one. We'd have the same one twice. That is amazing. Right. Anyway, I think we were looking for. No, we were looking at hours. That will tell us trailers. I don't think it does. Nope, I didn't think it did. Whereas I believe both that and that do. So we will drop that. I think we're going to need the front loader to assist us to take this off the... Oh no, we moved it. It's back up by the... Yes, I keep thinking and where I originally dropped it off, and it's not. We took it a few sessions ago and hid it up at the where the sheep are, basically. Yeah, you can see it from here. And I do think I am right that I'm going to need the assistance, because, yeah, unlike on other Let's Plays where I actually thought about this, I didn't leave this where I could actually grab it. I put it on straightaways now that we can top up our fuel. You know, the big vent, boy, did that take a lot of... it did, a lot of fuel. Right, so then we do need you. That's a point. Is there do we need a bit more straw? I think we're fully... Yeah, no. We're 7 tons short of the food, so we might grab another lot of that. Now then, this is going to be fun, isn't it, really? Grabbing this thing off. Yes, it is. Oh, yeah, I think... can we... It would be better if I sort of pushed it. Oh, we could read. No, it does call it a telehandler. It doesn't say refill front loader. Oh, this is a little bit severe. If we push that this side, we are also going to... It is weird. Now, the physics are brilliant, but there's certain physics that don't translate terribly well. Yeah, and I think the fuel is probably getting in the way. Let's get out of this precarious position. We may just fact right. Let's first of all call the shop. Now we're a little bit out of sight. They are rather quick. Let's return that, yes, and also that, yes. It did work well, that did, only, as I said, it also cheated to a degree. It did, there was no denying that. No, I still don't think we're not far enough over. Although Giants have been very generous with that sort of ability to push, it's not that generous that it will literally stretch. Oh, be careful. Yeah, now I think I've just pushed that a little bit too far. Maybe just get away with that. Now then, I think we're going to have to, yeah. Oh, okay, well, I think the physics were probably fairly good actually with that, but that's not really what I was trying to achieve. Yeah, that was definitely not what I was trying to achieve. No, I do love the physics, but I think we're going to have to let that go. And now then we're going to have to try to get the weight right. Yeah, now this is one of those funny shaped vehicles. Can we push ourselves? And no, your wheels are going to do no good at all. I think we're going to have to get the assistance of something to push us, if I'm honest. Maybe the JCB is the closest. Oh, I've done it again. Why, oh why, when you want to have a good session, do you all of a sudden have these things where terrible things happen like this? And I really don't like resetting in situations like this. No, I don't like to be beaten. We might have to do that, but it's really more about that. You're getting its weight right, because it was obviously in a position where there's no way it could roll. You do stand a fighting chance. You would do a little bit once you've got wheels. Yeah, you're actually in business. Now that seems a little bit deep to me. Really need to approach this from the other side. It is very heavy though. I didn't realise how heavy that was. Normal headers are quite light. Well, even up to 12 metres are not too bad. Oh, that is so... I haven't really got it square though. Not as deep as you think, thankfully. Let's try and get that where the weight is fairly square. That we really could have done with the weight on the back of this as well. Now that should do what I have in mind. Let's see, have you got one of those? Not all tractors have got this on front. Aha, this one has. Fantastic. Should really be able to grab that, only we're going to have to then let go with the straps. Oh, it's a bit of a stretch. It might get away with this. This is where game mechanics are a little bit generous, and I am very grateful to Giants for that fact. Ooh, not quite as good as you think. They're generous, but not that generous, so we need to tilt us a little. Now, obviously, we need to now let go of the straps, or else we've got a dancing colossus on our hands. It does look quite hilarious, but... oh my life, the things you do, seriously. Yeah, you don't see this anywhere else. I've got to be honest, I think that's probably true. I don't think I've ever seen anybody else do anything like this. It stems, actually, it was one of the first episodes on Orbelleron where no, it wasn't. No, it was, I've always done this, thinking about it. Yeah, I've always done this, and it did stem from on Sudbury Meadows through not losing. I know I've told this story quite frequently, but it is true. Sudbury Meadows, I worked on logging an awful lot at the beginning because I couldn't get into the normal farming. I just didn't get it. It didn't click with me for a while, and then one day it did. But until the day it did, I used to decimate forests. Sudbury Meadows had a fantastic forest just above the old farm, and then it had a really massive forest just behind the shop. Now, the amount of times on the one behind the farm, it's got some nasty hills, really nasty hills, and the amount of times you tip that over, and when you've spent ages literally filling that, and you know it's 50 grand's worth of thing, you really don't want to lose it. You really don't. So yeah, the last thing I was going to do was give in. So the amount of times that I worked very difficult on the physics side, and that's where it stems from. It really is. Right, anyway, I do believe it is time to do our sugarcane. So I am going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. it's us done. It is. Couldn't find the right way to do it. It was one of these times I'll actually get that right, where I actually do. Yeah, I was dragging them through the crop, and I was thinking, how do I do this? And the bottom line is at the end, obviously, I thought, well, if you did it on the right hand side and went the left hand side, it would at least. And that's what I was saying about tricks as a content creator. Some of this is through experience, where you've done it before and you follow the same pattern. Obviously, sometimes if you've never done something before, not really long started using Follow Me. So I'd like to do this properly, whereas we're simulating a worker that will do it rather than me dragging the thing, which most people would choose themselves. But obviously, we're trying to make this look as good as proper, really, as if it would be in most of the field. So I prefer to do it the proper way, even if it costs me more, because it's more about the art, it's more about the actual realism than it is about anything else. Wow, another 5 tons, amazing. It doesn't take too long actually. It's a beautiful way of doing it. I've got to say, I really thoroughly enjoy using that. It is amazing. Yeah, I do wonder on one Let's Play if we actually do sugar. It'd have to be a new farmer, or we literally go to sugar cane in a big, massive way, and actually go to sugar in a big way. Because it is, as we've just seen, the fields don't need to be that massive really to actually produce quite a lot of sugar cane. It's not terribly lucrative. It isn't. It's sort of mediocre. It's the oil business is definitely better, But I quite enjoy the sugar business. It's probably one of the first business. It is the very first business I tried, and it was sugar cane. I did it on Morbelleron. Yeah, we did literally do a field of sugar cane. Well, it started off as a field of potatoes when that went disastrously wrong, and then we got a sugar cane harvester in the sales, the smaller one, the 1 metre one, which is brilliant in the hands of a worker, not so good in the hands of you yourself. Right, so it is March. It's 8:48. That's wow, 48 minutes, real minutes. That's all from here. That's just. Let's grab another one of those. It's not the most powerful of tractors for 150cc. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Perhaps it's jumping out of a powerful 500 horsepower vent, and also using the Neverland the 800 horsepower one. Also sometimes spoils you a bit, and you get used to in your head. Yeah, I think you perhaps compare it to the big ones, and you forget that 150 horsepower is limited, that really 15-20 tons is about what you would want to pull with one really max, and even 10 tons can be quite a bit of a stretch. So yeah, I think it probably could be that. Right, so then I believe, do we need to speed? Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And as always, as fellow shareholders on the farm, I always love to hear from you. And goodbye for now.